Right, what have we got next? What's no square root of evil? Is that next? Square root of evil. Oh, Sophie Aldred and Colin Baker are in it again. That's cool.
I could pick any place I liked. And I liked here.
Who are we meeting?
Not we. You.
All right, me.
Who am I meeting? Your maker. Sorry, Tobert, but that's what you get for interfering these days.
What the heck?
Let that be a message for your superiors.
How often does choice enter into it? We've been with us since the war.
What happened?
The first indication we had of anything being
So I'm using a
wrong
website that was recommended to me on Patreon called disalute.com, and it's got like an episode
Forgery. Now that's one racket
like
I've never
guide,
associated
which has
with
been
murder.
super handy.
To hide.
Indeed. Take a
I
look
will
at these
link
banknotes.
it
Samples of their work.
One is,
if I
the other's
remember.
genuine. You tell me which.
I'll take a guess. This one.
Why?
There's a flaw here. These two arrows are a different size.
This one is genuine. Have a look at it.
It's the same.
Precisely. The difference in size is intentional, Steed. The only thing wrong with these forgeries is that they're too perfect.
How about the paper? Born in Dublin. Protestant. That's unusual. Wait a minute. He's only 5'6". How do I talk myself out of that?
We're pretty certain that neither Hooper nor any of his colleagues has ever seen Reardon or made contact with him. Most of his work was done abroad. We know from Tobert that they're anxious to enlist Reardon into the gang. He was sent down 8 years ago for a counterfeiting job. Some of the plates he made were never found, and although we're pretty certain they were destroyed for obvious reasons, his visitors have been carefully screened. He's due out in 3 weeks.
So that when a pale figure steps out from behind the walls of justice, clutching a travel voucher in one hand and a 2-bob subsistence allowance in the other, it won't be Reardon.
It will be you.
You say you're only
that's
pretty
good.
certain that they've never seen Reardon. There's another strap down, Mr. Rooper. 18,000. When do we get the next lot of paper?
I'm collecting it tonight. And the inks. You said you needed some more inks.
Tom, any sign of this Reardon?
Steve just phoned. They're on their way.
We need those plates. This lot's getting pretty muzzy. I don't like using them anymore. Here you go, boss. One package delivered.
Good to meet you, Reardon.
Who are you?
I'm Hooper. Charles Hooper.
So what?
Well now, Steve, you already know.
Yeah.
This is Jackie Warren.
Hello, Reardon.
Sit down, sit down. All right, boys. I'll take it from here.
That's more like it. It took 4 years to perfect these inks.
Okay then. 10,000.
So, you're Reardon.
Who's the poor man's Al Capone?
This is Jimmy Bishop. He's my right-hand man.
You'd be wise to remember that, Reardon.
Somehow I can't see you letting me forget.
I heard you were doing a 10 street.
2 remission. 2 from 10 leaves 8.
Remission? A good boy.
A smart boy.
How smart?
Too smart.
Which block?
F.
That's the East Wing.
That's right.
I thought so. My brother was there once, up on the first floor.
He must have been lonely. It's a 1-story block.
Who runs the laundry now?
Golden.
Not Wade?
He died.
What of? Old age?
His nose got so big one day it burst.
So they're testing him.
Is he cutting in?
See if
I
he's
want to see the
Reardon.
plant.
I asked if you were in.
And I said I want to see the plant.
Oh, come on, Jimmy.
So, I've arranged a little surprise. I asked myself, now, what would a bloke who's been shut away for 8 years fancy when he gets out? You don't
A
drink.
woman.
And I don't think you'd go a bundle on a gramophone record. So, I sorted out one of your old girlfriends. Remember Lisa?
Lisa?
Come on now, Reardon. You remember Lisa? Or were there so many?
I couldn't keep them away.
Well, you won't want to keep this one away. She's a doll. I'm surprised you forgot. She's outside in the car now, as a matter of fact. I'll bring her in.
But Lisa...
You can start all over again.
I'll need a couple of days to get the rust off my fingers.
Sure.
And I could do with some ready money.
Fine. How much do you want? 50 be enough?
For a start.
There you go then.
Thank you.
Here we are then. All nice and cosy. Well, what do you want? A formal introduction?
Tim? What's happening? They told me you'd be here, so I...
It's all right. Don't worry.
Oh. 8 years is a long time.
Longer. Have we finished playing games now? I've never seen her before in my life. Haven't you? Steed.
Just a minute, I'll start recording. Right?
I'm in.
Any trouble?
No more than we expected. As you said, the Cardinal's the danger man. He tried to pull the phony girlfriend stunt and wasn't very pleased when I didn't rise.
Girlfriend?
Lisa, yes, it was the Cardinal's wife. I recognized her from Tobert's reports.
How much does she know?
From what I can make out, very little. The only one with the full picture seems to be Hooper. Hooper and the Cardinal are picking up
It's
some
good
papers
that he'd
tonight.
seen Lisa.
They
Can you
won't be back
imagine?
till after 11, so I'll have a look at the safe in the print room. Oh, no, that's right.
Find what you were looking for?
How long have you been here?
Long enough. I knew you'd be back. All I had to do was wait.
I'm glad I didn't disappoint you. Or the Cardinal.
Why him?
Oh, come on now, Lisa. Think of all the joy spreading all over his face when you tell him.
Perhaps I'm not going to tell him.
You find me in here like a bad boy and you say nothing.
I didn't say I'm not going to tell him. I said perhaps.
Sophie Aldred sounds
It depends.
It depends.
It depends on who you are.
like really good, like not like Sophie.
I know you're not Reardon.
Mr. Steed recommended me.
Oh, it's you. Scotch this morning, Irish this afternoon. Yes, of course, I'll fetch Dr. Keel.
It's funny how the doctor's surgery is like getting involved.
Keel here.
Hello, Doctor. It's Reardon again. I'm sorry to trouble you. It's about my hand.
What about it?
I can't get back to see you this afternoon for the injection, like you said, Doctor, and I'm a bit worried about it.
Oh, why's that?
My firm won't let me go. I told them I ought to, but they won't have it.
Are you there now?
Yes?
Can you call in tonight?
No. We'll be working very late, and your surgery finishes at 5?
Well, you'll have to come and see me as soon as you can.
It's going to be very difficult, Doctor.
Well, leave it with me.
Thank you very much, Doctor. Good afternoon to you. Satisfied? I'll leave it till tomorrow, but no longer. All right, Cardinal, hands up. Rest of you too.
How are you going to shoot me when I've still got the bullets? Huh? Here, see?
Oh,
I wouldn't trust you with a loaded pencil.
Good job you had this crate loaded then.
give me the bullets.
Boys, move. Here you go.
Stop the others, they're not the violent type. It'll be no trouble.
Move it. Oh, no, you don't. Oh. Now look here. I don't want no trouble. You're not getting any.
All right then. I'll come quietly.
What about me?
You weren't here, were you? I don't recall any girl here, do you, Keel?
Not at all, Steve.
But
Thanks. She's no danger to anyone.
Oh,
You took out the main
that's
threat, but you knocked out the Cardinal. What was it you threw at him anyway?
No idea. A piece from one of the printers, I presume. Pretty heavy.
How resourceful.
Now what?
That's a very good question. My mob are expected here in an hour. Now, if we could replace this lot with some of our boys, it could be quite a lot of fun. It might even lead us straight back to number 1. Watch them. I'll go and organise things.
I don't go too far. I've got a police cordon outside. Remember, my surgery finishes at 5.
Very good.
Okay, so episode 3 is done. It's definitely really hard, I think, to follow the audios. I have got the dissolute.com.au, the Avengers TV series. That is the guide which I just was reading. But it is hard, like with all the voices. sometimes they sound really similar, so it is definitely tricky. However, I am going to push through with it because it's really important to me that I watch the recons of the first series. I have been suggested to watch one of the episodes from the prequel of this, which I am going to do just to try and break it up a little bit for you guys. For those of you that don't enjoy the audio and stuff, like, please just you don't have to watch. Like, I've already had a couple of comments just saying how you really struggle with it, and I totally appreciate it. So just please don't feel like you need to watch it. I appreciate the support, but if it's not up your street, then if it's hard enough for me to keep track, then an edited down version is going to be even harder. But I really liked the character of Lisa. I'm glad they let her go. They need to get to the number 1, as they were calling it. So we've still got that going on. I just thought Keel was going to be a bit more involved, but actually for what reason did I think? Maybe I thought it was just going to be like a duo. They were just going to become this like duo, you know, solving crimes and all of that stuff. We met Five, who is in charge of Steed, but we don't know like what, we don't know any more. Yeah, it is hard to keep track of, but I'm going to push through because is there one more audio and then a recon, which will be, because there's not even any pictures with this one. I have no imagery, so yeah, hopefully with the next one more audio, I think, and then a recon, which is good. And yeah, I will do the episode which I can't remember what the prequel name was, like My Policeman or something like that, which I will do because it just adds a bit of visual for you guys. And then just think, we'll get through series 1 and then I have all the visuals, right? There's no more missing episodes after that. So yeah, thank you for joining me for those of you that have. I know I won't keep the edit to very long at all, so yeah, so that you don't have to struggle through. And I will see you very soon for episode 4.